Florida State paid Memphis $1.3 million to play them in Tallahassee. Memphis drummed them. Like, I mean,
they paid them that much.
Yes. And so Memphis took them out on the road. Florida State drops to 0-3 after starting, ranked 10 beginning of the year. All three of their losses have come to unranked teams. Mike Norvell formerly coached at Memphis, and now his predecessor just went and beat him. It's ironic. What are your thoughts of this game and Florida State in general?
I just, I would think that they could grab really good ball players out of the portal because they're Florida State. A lot of times you look at Alabama, LSU, these schools get with their reputation, Auburn, they should be able to pull, some top-notch ball players. And I don't know what the deal is with Florida State right now. I don't understand it. They have talent, but they may have an old coaching style. I don't see how everything translates to what they're doing now because they have talent, man. They're talented.
I see. This is my biggest thing. They brought in DJU, former Clemson quarterback, former Oregon State quarterback, and he's just. I don't know. He doesn't fit, in my opinion. He just seems to have struggled. I don't understand why. I think he's a better player than what he's shown, obviously, in these first 3 games. Florida State as a whole, I think they're talented. I don't think that they're what they used to be. That's for sure. Especially on the defense line, they don't have as many athletes as you might have remembered.
Well, you get a quarterback that's switching around. I mean, they're systems you learn. You go to one school, you learn this system. Even the plays may be a little different. The plays may be the same, but the wording is different. What is this play called? And he's got to get in there, and coaches may teach him to read a different way. So every year you get there, you're basically starting over unless you jump into a system that's, that you're pretty familiar with, that you've actually played in before. And that's the good thing about, you're an NFL team, you sign 5 years, you're going to be there for 5 years, so you're going to learn that system. Right now, if they just jump from team to team and the schemes are different, your blocking schemes, your defense, some people like to run man-to-man, some run zone. I'm a zone guy. Now, Deion Sanders, man-to-man guy because he was a good man-to-man guy because he ran a 4.2 40. So he didn't care. If he get beat, he gonna catch you, and get hold of the ball. But so that's what I mean, and that's what I think a lot of kids or teams are suffering for right now. They have no consistency from going from one place to another. So
it's I think you make a great point with that. Everywhere, I mean, everything's different from verbiage.
It is.
Thing you learn a whole new system, everything. And think of, DJU has transferred twice now. I think maybe 3. Like I don't know if I think it's twice that he's transferred now from Clemson to Oregon State to Florida State. JB talks about this endlessly forever.
Yeah,
it is tough.
When I was with Detroit, we ran a 60 series, and they had all these derivative off the 60 series, which, if I was if it's 63, you're going to swing. If it's 64, you flare, and 62 wheel route. So then you go down to Dallas. I went down to Dallas. It was totally different. Dallas 60 series is almost like a 70 or 30, it was different.
Yeah.
I'm like, exactly. And then that's why I was only there a week,
Yeah. And if you think about
I signed, they have you there I just signed for a week, but I was like, man, I can't, it was so complicated. And I said, I'm not going to learn this fast and, quick enough to stay on the team. So
I can only imagine. Yeah. And if you think about it, every single place you go, every different team, you're coached
differently. That's what these kids are facing.
Technique, you're taught differently. Like I'm sure, I was in high school versus when I played it. Everything's different. You're always taught something different from coach to coach.
Yeah. Coaches teach different. I was a trainer, and I worked out in Michigan State. When I went from USC, they had their program was totally different than the weight training program at Michigan State, so I had to adjust to that. And so I worked out with linemen instead of the running back. So it's all different. So
let me ask you about Norvell. Is he on the hot seat? What are we thinking? Because this is both. Here's the thing: both Florida, Billy Napier, and both Florida looks horrible too. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with Florida football, Florida State. Is Mike Norvell on the hot seat though?
Yeah, in this day and age with the portal, You know, you don't have to develop. All you got to do is guide the players. Get good players and just guide them. You don't have to develop anymore because they've been to other schools. Yeah. You know, and yeah, they're definitely on a hot seat. Because I know if if I was running the team, I mean, dude, we got 2 seasons. That's how I look at it. We got 2 seasons to play, and if we have 2 bad seasons, you know, especially with this age of the portal, you're done, man. I think you're done, but we'll see. Yeah. There may be a loyal, you know, boost, you know, loyal boosters or whatever, you know, but I don't see it. I just, in this day and age, it's a fast game now. Yeah. Because all these teams are going to be different next year.
Yeah. No. So, yeah. Literally, it's a portal. Yeah.
Half your team is going someplace else next year.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's a cutthroat business. This is college football is cutthroat as shit. So is the NFL. This is what it is. I'm with you. I think he's on the hot seat. We'll see if Florida State can turn around as they, you know, head into face more ACC opponents. But fuck, we'll see. It's gonna be tough for them. I have Memphis. I'm a big fan of Memphis. You know, they've looked great so far, and that was a huge trap game going into that because I was like, man, Norvell, formerly of Memphis, oh boy, they invited. Oh boy, it was just a recipe for disaster. So when I saw that, I was like, man, good for Memphis, Florida State. You got some things to figure out for sure.